In a quiet suburban town in America, there lived a 65-year-old widower named Robert Miller. Once, his house was full of laughter, warm dinners, and the sound of his children running through the halls. But now, it had become painfully silent. Years ago, Robert had worked tirelessly in his small hardware store. He spent his entire life working day and night so his children could have a better future. He had 2 sons and 1 daughter. His daughter, Emily, was already married and living in another city. His 2 sons, Daniel and Michael, had also moved away for jobs and were now settled with their own families. Robert's wife, Margaret, had passed away several years ago. After her death, the house no longer felt like home. Every evening, Robert would sit beside the phone, hoping one of his children would call. Sometimes they did, but most of the time, they were busy. "Dad, I'm at work right now. I'll call you later." Later rarely came. They visited only on holidays, vacations, or special family events. Robert never complained. He always smiled and said, "Take care of yourselves, kids." But deep inside, he felt lonely. Very lonely. One morning, Robert began feeling weak and dizzy. He decided to visit the doctor. After several tests, the doctor sat quietly across from him. His face was serious. "Mr. Miller, I'm sorry, but the illness is advanced. You do not have much time left." For a moment, Robert said nothing. He lowered his eyes and quietly nodded. Death itself did not scare him. What scared him was leaving this world alone. That night, Robert sat in his living room holding an old family photograph. Then an idea came to his mind. The next morning, he called all of his children. His voice was calm. "I need all of you to come home. I have something important to discuss." There was a short pause. Then he added, "I have a hidden treasure, and I want to divide it before I die." The very next day, everyone arrived. Both sons came with gifts and flowers. Their wives and children came too. Emily rushed in and hugged her father tightly. The house came alive again. Laughter returned. Warm voices filled every room. The grandchildren hugged their grandfather and smiled. Robert's heart felt full for the first time in years. That evening, they all sat together at the dinner table. One of the sons finally asked, "Dad, what about the treasure?" Robert smiled softly. "You'll know when the time comes." From that day on, both sons started visiting every weekend. Sometimes with gifts, sometimes with food, sometimes just to spend time. Whether it was because of the treasure or because they truly cared, Robert never asked. For him, their presence was enough. He spent time playing board games with his grandchildren. He laughed with them. He ate dinner with them. And for the first time since his wife died, he no longer felt alone. Weeks passed. Then one evening, Robert's condition suddenly worsened. He was rushed to the hospital. Lying in the hospital bed, he knew the time had come. He called both sons close. With a weak voice, he whispered, "After I'm gone, open the wooden box in my study." A few days later, Robert passed away peacefully. After the funeral, both sons remembered the box. With trembling hands, they opened it. Inside, there was no money, no gold, no legal documents, only an old leather journal, some family photographs, and a handwritten letter. One son slowly opened the letter and began to read. Dash dash dash. "My dear children, there was never any hidden treasure. You were always my only treasure. When your mother died, I was alone, and there was no one to talk to or share my feelings with. I only wanted to spend my final days with all of you. Forgive me for the lie. My advice to my grandchildren: please never leave your parents alone. Love you, my kids. Thank you for spending the last days of my life with me. Thank you, and love you forever." As the letter ended, both sons broke down in tears. They realized that their father never wanted money, gifts, or anything material. All he ever wanted was their time, their love, their presence. They felt deep guilt for not understanding his loneliness earlier. But they also felt grateful that they were able to spend his final days with him. Because sometimes, the greatest treasure in life is not money. It is family, it is love, it is time, and once parents are gone, no treasure in the world can bring them back. Never leave your parents alone. They spend their entire lives building your future. Spend time with them while you still can.